That's a photo from my wedding. Oh, that seemed like 100 years ago. Hi loves, welcome back to Real Talk with Jen. I'm Jen. I hope that you're doing well. I hope your family is well. I hope you're in good spirits. I woke up today in a good mood, which is great, even though the weekend is wrapping up. So usually I get like Sunday blues around this time, but I've had a good day. I've been in a good mood, and I just want to share that energy. And I hope that you have had the same good weekend, same good day. It's never too late for your day to turn around for the better. The setup is a little bit different today because I just have to get these vlogs in however I can at this point. I'm damn near about to start shooting in the closet soon enough because it's just getting like harder and harder to find the time and the space and the quiet to be able to record. I've committed to this. I'm doing this however I have to do it. So if I gotta set up in the bedroom or do something different that I usually don't do, that's what I'm doing. So whatever you're working on right now, whatever you got your eye on right now that you're trying to work through, don't let hurdles stand in the way of you continuing to move forward with it. If you have to switch it up and keep going, because it's so easy to just give up. Because I've certainly had plenty of conversations with my husband like, should I just stop? I think I'm done with this. It gets to be a lot. Anyway, so today I wanted to talk to y'all about what advice I would give to my 20-something-year-old self. So I won't say like 20 or 21 because I feel like 20s were such a long, complicated decade that, by the time you leave your 20s, you obviously are literally a different person than when you enter your 20s, which should be the case, I hope, for most of us. I hope. In terms of my audience, it's typically mid to late 20s into 30s and up. Yeah, it's kind of like my crew. That's my loves out there. That's kind of where y'all are falling. So when I'm speaking to like my audience, I'm thinking also like, what advice would I give you objectively, of course, because everybody's situation is different. But what advice would I give you if I could? Maybe it'll apply to you, maybe it won't. Maybe this might be just entertaining. We'll see. One thing I would tell my 20-something-year-old self is to travel more. I regret not like getting up and getting out there more. I had opportunities to do it and I didn't. It was really because of lack of funds. I always felt like I was using my last to make something happen. And when I was in those situations, it never felt right, and so I didn't do it. But in hindsight, we all know, even in your brokest state in your life, the money always comes back. It always finds its way back to you. Money will always find its way back to you. That is how this world is set up. That's how this country is set up. I wish I had taken the opportunities that I had to travel and see the world and experience different cultures more in my 20s. Traveling is difficult. It's really difficult when you have to consider 2 dogs and 2 children and your husband. What will that cost? What will the plane ride be like? Like, it's so many things to think about, instead of like just thinking about myself and like jumping on a flight and experiencing something new. I remember in grad school, we had a program in which we were to go to Ireland for a few weeks, and some of my good girlfriends in the program did go, and I was going to go. Like, I remember just like agonizing over this decision whether to go or not, but again, like, money was funny, and so in the end I ended up not going, which I regretted. It would have been so cool. It seemed like they had a great time. They learned a lot, and it was just like, it was only a small group of them, so like they all became closer because of it. I missed out on something that would really have been like memorable and really have been like mine, like my own memory, not like a family vacation or whatever. It would have been like mine. So I really, really wish I had done more of that, and I would totally tell my 20-something-year-old self to travel more. But when we did move to LA, I was still in my 20s. We hardcore road trip to LA. We are not the road trip type of couple. I'm just telling y'all that right now. That is not like, we don't innately just jump in a car and start driving. That's not how we roll. We drove from the Midwest to LA. It was him, I, and our old man dog, Marley. We quit our jobs. We took what we had saved. We stuffed our car and we came to LA. That was like a true road trip. We stopped at, I think, 2 or 3 hotels along the way. We had not really experienced mountains before, so that was horrifying. It looked like, you know, those like car commercials when they're like on the edge of a cliff and they turn the car all sexy and it's like, oh my God, they're gonna fall off the cliff. But it was like real life. It wasn't sexy. It was horrifying. We didn't know where we were going. The roads were all bumpy. Our tires burst while we were driving. We were somewhere, I want to say in Texas, and those little hay balls, you know, like from cartoons and like the country somewhere, those little like balls of hay, they were like everywhere. And then it was like super hot. It was just like a cartoon or something. And then we looked and it was a coyote crossing the road, and I'm telling y'all, this coyote looked like an actual wolf. We were just like, what is happening and where are we and why did we do this? It almost low-key like traumatized us. We ended up getting a ticket that was like $200 or $300. Give me a break. It was a lot. It was a lot. The road trip was a lot. And so like I've committed to like not sitting in a car anymore for any type of road trip more than 4 to 5 hours. So that's my limit. If it's more than that, you can catch me on a plane. No, ma'am. I really would go crazy. Another thing I would tell my younger self is to save money. I wish I had done a better job at saving money. I've always been good with saving, but then like if something comes up, that money's gone. I will take that money in a second because it's like, look, I have to survive. I'm not concerned about that. I'll deal with it later. When I was like in my early 20s, this older guy I worked with was encouraging me to start like my 401k. I low-key didn't even know what the hell it was. I had an idea, but I was just like, okay, you know, your 20s, your jobs can be a little bit sketch. He really did talk me into it. I was probably like 22 or 23. And I think now, like if I had just kept it and really continued to grow that money, I would have a lot more money right now, y'all. I did start it, but then years later, I actually left the job and I forgot about it. I do remember them tracking me down to send me the part of the money that I had vested into it that I was owed. And I was just like, oh, extra money. Who knows what I did with that money? No one knows. Nobody knows. Another thing I would say is to say yes more. Just do random stuff. Do you want to go here? Sure. Why not? Like, just go, have some fun, enjoy yourself. I wish I also had taken care of myself more, just like as a person. My priority was always just like nails done, hair done, I'm good. Getting your hair and nails done doesn't always equate to taking care of yourself. Sometimes self-care is just having peace and quiet. Sometimes self-care is taking a walk by yourself. Sometimes self-care is a bubble bath or therapy. Hello? I would have also told my younger self to let go of the I can't wait mentality. I can't wait till I get this job, then ... I can't wait till I lose some weight. I can't wait till my skin clears up. I can't wait till I make more money. I can't wait till I finish school. That was a big one for me because I felt like I was in school forever. I wasn't really dating like that. So I always was thinking like, oh, I can't wait till I find my person. I can't wait till I get, well, not really married, if I'm being honest. It's like you start one race, you finish it, and then the next race starts immediately. There's no break in between. There's no time for water. There's no time to sit down. Immediately, something else is right there that you need to deal with. There is no moment of just calm. You're always going to be striving for something. Getting your degree doesn't mean your world is perfect. It took me a while to really let that go and take like that pressure off of myself. Take chances, take job opportunities, take internships. In hindsight, I feel like I could have gone harder. And in your 20s, you're like, kind of, you're building up your career. You're trying to figure out like what you even want to do with yourself, so that when you get to your 30s, hopefully the dust is settling a little bit. Really, the dust never settles, y'all. We just out here existing, winging it. All of us are winging it, and don't let anybody tell you that they're not. Put yourself in a position that puts the future you in a better position. My sisters and I, my older sister and my god sisters, we have a group chat. One of them had sent a link about being good to your future self. And I really took that to heart. Being good to your future self can mean like what I'm talking about, like in your 20s, preparing yourself so that your 30s are maybe a little bit easier. But it also can mean going grocery shopping on Monday and getting all the things that you know you're going to need so that you don't have to go back to the grocery store on Wednesday. Being good to your future self doesn't always have to be these like major life-changing things. Your meal planning so that you know later in the week, I don't have to worry about this food preparation because I have the food already. It's one less thing for me to think about. One thing I do every night is like get my kids' clothes ready for the next day so that in the morning when I'm taking them a bath, I don't have to then go get their clothes together and, chase them all around. So I have everything where I need it to be so it's easy for me. And that is a part of being good to your future self. So for all my 20-somethings out there and my 30-somethings, it's never too late to change and grow and change your mind and do things differently. Those are the things that I think I would have done differently to position myself now to be in a better place. But hindsight is 2020. You look back and you think like, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. And I was just thinking about that and wanted to share with you all. Down below in the comments, let me know the things that you would tell your younger self that you feel like would have been valuable to know like at this point in your life. And we'll chat it up. I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.